Yes, Father confirm. It's your top Foxy P in the building. I like your boy Chopper on the fryer of plantain, chilling right here on the set of the Africa Today show, right here in Baltimore, Maryland. Don't touch that dial. This thing is not film trick. Don't shake your phone. Don't touch your TV. Leave your YouTube. It's not film trick. It's happening. Pia, 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 pia. Yes, Foxy P is back and the ginger is internal. Let's start the show.
Yes, Father confirm. It's your boy Foxy P in the building. I like your boy. The chopper of German, the fryer of plantain. 1995, 1999 Gidigbo champion. First evil governor of Lagos State. But once I yes, can I say yes, we fit. Yes, Father confirm.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let me just thank you. Thank you guys so much for hanging in there with me. At first, I did fear say, the day that I come back, like I might not even see one subscriber. But I just want to show love to every single person who's hit me up personally on social media, whether it's on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, just asking me like, yo, Foxy, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? I appreciate you guys. Thank you all so much. If I start naming names, I will not even finish this video today. So thank you guys so much for just being there for me and just being there through everything I was going through, you understand? So I'm happy to be back, 5 months sober. It's a beautiful thing. And, I'm here to entertain you guys. It's one of those things where you start thinking about like with this quarantine thing and this coronavirus, you start to think about like, there's so many things I always wanted to do with my life, but there was no time. There was no time. I want to do this. I want to do that, but there's no time. But all we have is time. I have time. You have time. Your neighbor has time. Your auntie across the street has time. All of us have time. So why not come and do something that gives me joy, but I also know that gives you guys the information and the excitement and the entertainment that you need just to lighten your load on a daily basis. There's nothing wrong for you to just keep Africa Today show playing on your headphones while you're going around doing whatever you're doing, which means it's going to be a podcast very soon. Anybody that knows how to set up podcasts, hit me up real quick. Let's get that thing going. But we just have it on YouTube, play it somewhere where you can just be playing. It's a relatively family show, except when we're talking about breasts. But we don't talk about it that much. We don't even do STB anymore. That's what I example, when in doubt, STB. We don't even say it anymore now. We even remixed it. We've actually changed it up. But I appreciate you guys for being on here. You're going to have a wonderful show today. I'm bringing my brother, my friend, somebody who has been with me in this comedy game now for at least 9 years. Absolutely amazing. Very, very funny guy. I would say in the world, in the entire world, he's my number one funniest person. Forget about comedian. Comedians are people that, they go on stage and make you laugh. You watch their Netflix and make you laugh. But when you meet them person to person, you're like, the same guy be this. This guy, there's no off switch. His humor just flows. It'd be like, tap, with it. They don't come on the top. He's just ridiculously funny. He's my friend. He's my brother. One of the most loyal, one of the most amazing people I know. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me to welcome none other than Mama Tobi Kaponski to the building. Ginger. Yes, Father confirm. I'm very fortunate today to be with my number one tout. It's not best way we say we don't date together from tout kitchen days, everything. You know him as Mama Tobi. Ladies and gentlemen, not only Oluwa Kaponski.
Ginger.
Yes, Father.
Africa Today show.
Ginger. This is not the first time I don't carry. This is not the first time I don't carry. Say from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
So,
this is when so you don't make them now. When they come on Africa Today show. So he's talking about Africa. You are going global. Father, deliver me.
So basically, I don't know whether you hear about this Abakari guy with mod.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Man, this coronavirus, now this coronavirus, now even for street, when they grow up, when they see person for street, they go, say, you get people who say they don't get respect. And then they try to call those Egmont. Hey, call that Egmont. You go call the Egmont. When the Egmont look back, you go run inside. Now this corona be that. This corona is not it doesn't care about class.
At all.
It doesn't care about anything, man. They don't hook you. Now you are God.
That's it all. I never see for my life, brother, where we say sickness. Because say some kind of sickness day. Where we say if you big man, you get malaria. That one, I'm going to shame to even tell people say you get malaria. You mosquito they find for your house.
Yeah.
But corona don't send anybody, poor man, rich man. To the extent of you know what it gonna shock me? I can't realize say even people with the street, homeless people. When I go 7-Eleven within my house, the homeless people within that area, and then they open door with pure hand. They don't send anybody that they use open Baba.
Say we die here.
Die here. Don't say anything.
Bro, this corona period, not God. God and good leadership. When I mean God, me, I don't mean say maybe make people not do anything. No, you understand? I'm saying God in the sense that everybody get what they believe in. So for Christians, they Muslims, everybody, all religions, they. So when I mean God, I mean the God, God, or as the number one God, Oba, because all these things, this thing is not spiritual. This is a virus.
A virus now.
So you understand? But I feel like the circumstance within the virus is something that is crazy.
It's crazy, yo.
Not chief of staff, pakam. People they follow up. See, people they follow up trees like branches. Pakam.
Bro, as in, at first, I'm not gonna lie, give you. And when I hear say the guy is sick, I laugh. And the reason why I laugh now because they look say, yo, isn't it crazy how this situation they be? It's not people will be saying they just get small temperature like this, Baba. They know they owe them. They don't enter plane. They don't jump
out of the country.
You understand what I'm saying? So all of a sudden you have a sickness. When we say that they close border, and the crazy thing is this: it actually started from outside of the country. So that place, so all those rich people when they run, go back Nigeria, go hide. So that the whole it was like a role reversal. Like say life don't flip on top of your head.
Life don't flip.
You understand? Junior boys for school they flog senior.
Now waiting I talk for that place, say God, because the way things flip. This not be things we say they flip every time. These are things that this kind of flip. So we say if you flip like this, we say even may you get 1 billion for account, Baba. If you don't test positive, your days are pretty much numbered. Unless you get good immune system.
Yeah.
Because if now this is not something where we say people don't die well. So even as of right now, if God forbid anybody close to us, the third person that moment, we have coronavirus. Wait till be the next thing we go enter our mind say, this guy he die. So this thing is something. This thing doesn't know class, and I feel like this shows a lot of countries' strength. It shows leadership, and it just shows that everybody. It shows that the world as a whole we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do. We need to come together and agree on some things. These are things that they could have been policies and procedures that could have been put in place that the effects would not have been as bad as this.
Yeah.
Then unemployment rate now is climbing 20-something%.
Baba. Bro.
That one alone. Unemployment rate climbing 20-something%. Do you know how many families have been displaced of income? How many families have lost? So it's not just maybe say the papa lose job. Now the papa lose job, but as the papa don't lose that job now, when we say the papa don't that of this 22% now, the mama said don't suffer, say my husband don't lose job. Even the kids, we say they don't know anything. Some of those children said they don't even know the spelling of coronavirus. So.
They don't even get it again.
The thing indirectly, the thing don't affect people. Schools closed, sporting games suspended. Some countries are doing well. Some countries it's showing some countries that when I see waiting with the talk, when I build hospital, and it's sad that we are one of them, So
it is scatter my head.
Yeah.
Like say we get Aso Rock, which is the presidential villa, right? Then we get hospital for day, Baba.
Yeah.
I was so shocked. Say this now hospital. We say that if you look Nigeria budget for the past like 3-4 years. Each year, it will be 5 billion, not 2 billion, but they put towards the hospital, right?
Definitely.
At first, they look and say, okay, this does a chop money. How do they put 5 billion, 6 billion? I can't think I say, we actually have a president who we say gets, he has a condition. So it makes sense.
Definitely.
The same way we say that some people, after when they leave work, they'll go gym. It makes sense. Say, if it's possible, say after work, why they enter inside hospital every day? That they go pump.
Definitely.
So I'm like, it makes sense. But for something like this to happen to, but this person we will talk about, we're not talking about a local government chairman. No be president of landlord association. No. This is the right-hand man of the president, the chief of staff.
Honestly, as Nigerians, this is a collective blow on everybody. This is a collective blow on everybody. This is not a matter of one party versus another party. This is a matter of collective blow, a matter of things that we should have put in place way before now. 2020 is not the time for us to be discussing politics. In Nigeria has been around for a long time. 1960 is not a long time to collect independence for a country that means business. 1960 is a long time.
Yeah.
1960 don't pay. We're in 2020. You know, so there's a lot that could have happened in that country that could have prevented a lot of stuff, that could have prevented maybe a vast majority of people that left to go be, you know, to go do other things. There's a lot that could have happened, but this is a collective blow on our face. You know, this is something that previous, even this whole situation now, this whole coronavirus situation and how bad it's exposing the healthcare system that we have, and you know, and how bad things are, is a collective blow. You know, but it's just, I mean, it's something that, you know, I'm glad that, you know, also as a country we're doing good with, you know, with the numbers we have. So you cannot imagine if we had those resources we have, if we had the resources we really needed.
True.
Imagine the great things that, and that is what I say about Nigeria as a country, is that Nigeria is a country of so much talent, so much. Nigeria is a country that if we have even some of the, if we have half of what they have in other countries, in other developed countries, we would have been all these things. We go to build things. We'll make things. We have people in Nigeria that can make things from scratch.
Yeah.
We have boys.
On that topic, I know you spent a year. How long were you in Nigeria for? About a year, right?
Yeah.
So what was the thing that surprised you going back to Nigeria and living there? Because you know, so us, when we go Nigeria, we go Nigeria for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but on Japan. But you went there for a whole year. What surprised you? What were some things that you were not expecting to see from a positive note?
Yeah. You know, honestly, on a positive note, I think one of the things that surprised me was just the way of things. You know, the way of things, the way of life at that time. And I think that's I think that was the shock for me, is that I'm looking at like, because luckily for me, I've traveled all over the world. I've been to countries. I've been to even countries that don't even have numbers. They don't even have our GDP. They don't even have the numbers we have.
Where you don't go, people we don't know you. We don't know you. Where you want to go? I talk your shit, my nigga. Talk your shit.
You know, I've been to a lot. In my military days, I traveled all over Europe, Spain, Germany, Croatia, Romania, Djibouti, which is Central Africa, you know, Uganda, Burundi, and you know, we're just doing peacekeeping operations. Even with my comedy, Cyprus, Ukraine, Ukraine for Chris Clown, Chris Clown, madman, you know, Cyprus, Turkey, Istanbul, you know, like when you travel to all these places and you see the way things are, you see the structures they have in place, you see the way the citizens, maybe say people they enjoy life, you see the way things, nobody's stressed. Because at the end of the day, when things work like that, you use your time and your head to focus on other things. When you have good roads, when you have good all these things, don't be waiting to do your mind for nights.
That's true.
Don't be how you go buy for it, do your mind. Something positive, something more productive, replace that thought. That you now you use that time to do something else, you know. So when you go to these other countries and you see the way they're living, and you see the way, you know, majority of Nigerians are living, and you look at like, oh man, if we can get this infrastructure, if we can get this type of resources, our people can do 10 times better.
Oh yes.
You know, the country itself can do 10 times better. You know, but you know, like people always say that with time. I know it's with time, but 1960 is a pretty long time.
Not true.
It's a pretty long time. So
I'm one of those people though, because I honestly believe when people ask me, say you believe in Nigeria go better, I believe in Nigeria go better, because there's no option. You understand?
There's no option.
There's no choice. You have to move forward.
The country has to move forward. Yeah, it might take a long time, but you have to.
See everything now. See everything. Even our music before that time we they play. You see the kind of quality, and then they nominate our artists for Grammy and all kinds of stuff. Look at our movies. Look at our sports. Look at the kind of artistry. Look at us. We be export from Nigeria. You know. Yeah,
you know, definitely.
US military, US Marine veteran. You know, me I wear makeup for internet. You know,
all our experiences. It's all been. It's an amazing thing being in Nigeria.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Nigeria is one of the best countries in the world, honestly, if not the best. But we need to do a lot of work. If not for even,
what do you enjoy
if
the
not
most for that time when you did it? What do you enjoy the most?
I think I enjoyed the fact that I was able to be around my people, around my culture, people that understood. When you're in Nigeria, like it's second nature. That's your home. That's your area. So it's like even the creative process, the way you see things, the way you view things, it's also a very big learning experience. I feel like Lagos is a place which I feel like that's why people are so smart in that country, is that in that state, or but is that it's a learning place. You learn. If you keep your eyes on the road, you can learn like 20 things before you get to your house. Maybe it's because of the amount of time you spend on the road. But maybe it's because of the amount of, when you do road sometimes when traffic hold you just they look everything for road. That's I don't know say size of gala not different.
The thing I ever do for Lagos, so we say you go day where you day. You can't remember some of food day house, so you can't plan that food day house. But because you day go slow, you can't buy gala, you go buy fine, you go buy this one before you reach out, belly don't full.
Bro, Lagos traffic. When I was in Lagos, I realized me and Tunde were talking in the car one day, and I told him, and when the car went traffic, and I said, Tunde, do you know something? He said, what? I said, do you know that the best way to learn about cars and the make and model, do you know, is inside Lagos traffic? And I said, why did you say that? I said, bro, see, if you Camry, Toyota Corolla, Honda, one day like Lagos traffic, one day you go see truck, this armored truck, you go come. I know you're going to be sold, and that person will buy her. So it shows Nigeria is a very creative space. It's just a space that we need to people need to put differences aside too. It's not like, in honesty, this thing is not, and maybe it's because, like I said, we've been exposed, and everything. Exposure is a really great thing. And it's something I feel like a lot of people need to experience, and it's something that is sad that you can see it in people. Some people go come, hey, oh yeah, when I was, you don't sound anything.
When I was in Jakarta, we they run things.
Now,
from Milan. I'm gonna get one guy from my street. They get one guy from my street when we're young. The guy, if you go see where you wear your watch, where you just cack up, say you just want to come up. You go say, brother, please, stop for a moment, please. I say, what's happening now? You say, if you're wearing a watch on this hand, you put your ring on the other hand. You balance it out. I lived in Milan for 7 years. I say, oh, I won't leave all this story now. What's happening now? I don't really do everything for once. So when I do waka like this, maybe they see my shine.
See the drip. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Nigeria is a country that is going to work, but I feel like the thinkers need to come forward, and people need to give people that think in Nigeria a chance. I feel like if that happens, there are people in that country that have ideas. You get, even maybe say if the government, help them with the ideas. Like look at America, you have an idea, you put a business plan together, you put the whatever together, you go to the government, they look at it, if it's nice, it's going to benefit the people, it's going to benefit the even small local government. They say you could benefit small local government. Approve that stuff, they give you your money, and everything's by paper. All the things where you go say you go do and make your papers. Bang, 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 bang. But everybody is fine. Everybody is, you make Nigeria. One man was complaining that he had a plan. I was watching a video on YouTube that somebody was complaining that they had a plan to build, like I think in the previous administration, that they had a plan to build an hospital, but it didn't really work out at the end of the day. So you look at those things then, and you look at now. Like what did we did? This is something we could have been enjoying now. You get what I'm saying? And these are things that you look at, like, man, at this stage, we're not supposed to get this problem. And at the end of the day, either we did, and as Nigerians, this thing is something that affects everybody. Either we did Togo, either we did America, either you did Canada. Nigeria is still your home, and you still have people or family back home. I have family back home. I have people that they call me now. As I did this interview now, if my phone will go, I see message to my phone say, hey, so person that I go shout.
You will shout now. That's a good point, because a lot of people, they do that. So we say that because they don't date Italy now, they don't date Jan now, they date US now. They go just any 2, 3, 4 number we call their phone. They go just per se.
No, that's family. You can't do that.
But you don't forget, say you still get uncle for house, you still get auntie for house, you still get papa, you still get mama. If anything happens, that's not one of the reasons why I pay a lot of attention to things that happen in Nigeria. Yes, I'm not in Nigeria right now, but all these 1 million boys where they rob, where they do things.
Yeah,
we gotta care now because my parents now. My parents don't live on the island. They live right there on the mainland.
Yeah. So my popsy girls for Ikorodu. So if to say I did Lagos now, or if to say my parents did Lagos now, all these things are going to happen. I don't think they will be that safe either, you know. So it puts things in perspective of that. You know, we can't live life on just our terms and say now only me be. You know, all these people did back home say we say as they go, they motivate them small, say this my egbon we don't do Yankee. Even if you don't give me money, if that Yankee way that go reach there one day. You know, so and that's the good thing about African tradition, apart from the fact that maybe we've been together for a long time. I'm a big fan of African tradition. I always you know, because this is a show that you know it's a show that is telling diasporans here that see, I know you guys are busy with your life, busy with whatever you guys are doing every day. But when you get back from work, just take 30 minutes of your time. Even if it's 20 minutes, just take it and watch this show and know what is going on. So you said, you know, we all have families back home. We're just lucky that we are not different from the people stuck in Nigeria right now. No one is different, and they're not different than us. Some of them are even doing better than us. Some of them are doing worse than us. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the goal is the main objective that nobody's better than anybody, and whatever is, if it can happen to anybody, we can find ourselves in different. It's just a matter of you just being lucky to be in so places, you know. So it's bro, we need to really pay attention, bro. We need to really pay attention.
Well said. On that note, talking about say people wait their house, I want to share something with you right now. I want people I find for
working from home. Oh boy, yo, more. Nobody's going anywhere again, bro. Nobody.
Hold on. Before you even go do this, yo, that thing tripped me out. My thing, right? That I was thinking about this, right? This Corona Kini, right, is the first time in a long time that a lot of people were able to press pause in their lives.
It is.
Think now, since when, from school, you enter military. From military, you do grad school. From grad school, you enter comedy. From comedy, you go Niger. You come back. When was the last time you just had like a day where we say there's no any place to go, there's no game.
There's nothing in my head. There's nothing nice, man. Bro, it's been a long time. And you know, as much as I want to say this is a long it's a needed pause that we needed. I don't like the way it came, so that's why I don't want to say that's what it is. But I feel like it's also a good, you know, which is why I said earlier that I feel like there's a higher power somewhere, in the sense that I feel like this is just a season that maybe God just wants to use to, you know, to say to everybody that, see, guys, you guys should chill. I know you guys want to be this. I know you guys want to be that. You guys want to make that. You guys want to make this name. You guys need to chill. You know, like all these things you guys are chasing is not what is most important. You guys are running after what is less important. And what is most important is that your health is fine. That's it. If this or everything you're chasing, you catch that virus, you just go store and you don't have to. And this is the bad thing about that virus is that this is not a virus that you have to go and play in dates with people to catch. This is something you can stand 4 feet from someone, and if they have that virus and they cough or they say something to you, you catch the virus and you're done. And this is something that can shut your system. 2 weeks, you're done. You're out. You're done. Life done. Your work, account balance, zeroed out, everything.
Yeah.
You know, so it puts things in perspective that health is important.
Bro.
Health is not wealth. Health is more than wealth.
Health is more than wealth, too.
Health is more than wealth
This
because
guy, Pusha T, talked on one of his lyrics. He say, ask Steve Jobs. Say, may you ask Steve Jobs. Say, wealth don't buy health. That thing touched me, man. I was like, God damn. Man, Steve Jobs, one of the richest men in the history of the world. Motherfucker sitting on Apple. But with all that money, when sickness come from him, Baba go. That's it.
Brother, if you get 1 billion, if you want to knock you, 0 billion.
That's it. Too.
You get what I'm saying? If they fly, you go. Where they won't fly, you go. When they fly, you come Yankee. When they fly, you come London. When they fly, it's not about where they fly you to.
Baba, but if
okay,
they didn't sell this. So see New York now. I don't think of any other place where I go one may malaria or typhoid do me or running stomach do me past New York. And they
you don't see how many numbers they have, and like, the numbers in New York are ridiculous. Like I'm scared for everybody living in New York. Like the numbers there are crazy because, like we said about this virus, this is how dangerous this thing. You eat this thing once, pack, this thing eats your system up, you're done.
That's it.
So this shows what we're fighting. It shows why everyone should be united in fighting this. It shows why, as a country, this is a wake-up call that country, where whatever your country is, health is wealth. We need proper healthcare system.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, no matter where they fly you out to, which is what I was saying, even if they fly to Yankee, fly to Canada, no matter where they fly, the people where the world is not where they fly.
Yes, still buying. Okay, man, I'll give you another one now.
Yeah.
People always complain about immigration. Say, oh, close the border. But about all this where they fly, where they spread the disease, right? Everybody, all of them get visa. Everybody get blue passports where they use go China, come back.
Yeah.
This person go from Italy, go Niger. You know, so it makes you realize, like, forget about these borders. Forget about all these, Republican, Democrats, all these differences, Igbo, Yoruba, everything. At the end of the day, we'll be human beings.
People just want to survive. I mean, fine. We understand what a border means. We understand why the advantage. We understand that, okay, citizens are paying tax money, this and this, but it does not disturb anybody. There's space in this country. These people come in. There's nothing wrong with these people coming in. These people come in. The majority of them come in. They contribute. Look at all Spanish people. Look at all the Spanish nice restaurants. Look at all these Mexican nice restaurants. Look at all these Nigerian doctors. Look at all these people that are coming from other African countries doing good. Look at all these Cameroonians, restaurants, business, Ethiopians, DC, go to DC. The Ethiopians, look at all the restaurants they have. Look at things that they're bringing a different culture, a different identity to this country, to other countries. So this is something we should embrace.
Yeah.
Everybody is going and saying change. And the only thing constant is change. The only thing they can change. But when true change comes, everybody jackpot.
Yo, Capo, that's deep, man. That's
deep.
Yo, people don't know that you get master's degree, that they look they don't know, man.
So it just shows that all these borders, we need to be united as a country. People need to embrace other people, embrace other culture, embrace other religion. All these collect visa, let people come. If they get married, they find somebody they get married to people, they become green card holders. It's fine. The fact is that these people still come in, they contribute to the GDP. And when these people come in, they make money, they pay taxes. You guys count them as part of this thing.
Yeah.
But when it's not that time again, when it's time to do your right as the government, then you guys not be saying they're immigrants. But they pay taxes. You guys collect those taxes.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys, they collect money. So I know these people do a lot of stuff, and a lot of companies in this country, they hire people. We say these people provide services, ridiculous amount of services. You go to a lot of restaurants, you see Mexicans working, you see Spanish working, even people where they work for, no, so they don't get papers. But hiring them because
that work ethic now fire.
It's fire.
You did that kitchen 17 hours.
Yeah, because it's fire. Look at all these Mexicans, all these houses. There's all these Mexican guys that build all these houses.
Which 2 weeks. Where you know get Spanish people.
Where you don't get Spanish people. Where you don't get Mexican. Where they carry the wood. You do everything. So it shows that we all need each other. We should stop fronting.
Let me ask you one question. because since we went on an intellectual side, and that's what happens in Africa Today show. We'd like to be funny, we like to be around, but at the same time, I want to be intellectual.
Yeah.
So say this stimulus check now, they put a stimulus check, they put them out there, say $1,200 Americans, they get requirements and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
No way, I can't see person come post for now WhatsApp group. I don't see them.
Yeah.
Say Christians, don't forget to pay your tithes on your stimulus. So when it arrives, Baba. So make I ask you, do you think that a Christian that has lost his job, right?
Yeah.
The man has lost his job, the woman has lost their job, landlord is disturbing you.
Yeah.
You get this small stimulus check, 1,200. Do you think they should pay tithe on that 1,200?
Bro, I'd like to say, but there's religion and there's bastard religion. Bro, there's religion and there's don't tell me nonsense, brother. That tithe, zero tithe, Forget. They don't hear the name, stimulus. God told us to pay tithe, fine, but God did not tell us to cut our head off. I put it inside pot and put water and boil it. Only the name of that. He said, my brother said, if you work 10% of that money, also give God. When you hustle, the key word, when you work, when you start, is that the definition of tithe? When you work, not when you lose your job. And the government say, my guy, just come take. You do all right. Come on, no worry. Things happen. I want 700 with this. Just manage them, okay? How many families you get? Go reach over, just manage them. That's not money they should be collecting tithe from. That's money we be say, now money will be not even your money.
Baba.
No, this tithe person money.
Now listen when you talk. Say when you work, 10% of your income.
Your tithing
income now,
Not income. It's not income, and this is not even your money. This is stimulus.
Like you make government day Instagram now. Make us want to give away. You can't go drop your echo bank on that. You can't do something inside for you. You can't go give.
Brother, and you see this that the behavior as human beings, now the behavior will kill us with that. Person will these things that things will say. There are some things in this life that even just waiting the column supposed to catch the sense. Just break them down to simpler. When they say stimulus, say stake, stimulate yourself. You don't want to die, no die. Just use it to shock. Now shock now. Let's not fall apart. They go, hey, we need this. I beg this guy, this thing will die. Something to stimulate this thing. So when person come again, say, come. That shock where they'll give you one fall. Give me small so you go fall well. So it doesn't make sense.
What you remind me of? Remember when I do inter-house sports?
Yeah.
When they go do 100 meters.
Yes, now.
Do 200 meters, do 800 meters. People never chop belly full, can't go do 800 meters. Now, at the end of the race, now they'll come faint. They'll come carry that glucose.
Glucose. Yes, now.
They'll come carry that glucose. Can't give you, may you leak. You can't carry that glucose. Can't take 10%. Can't give another person.
Can't give another person. Come on. Brother.
That depending on the kind of competition where they do. 800 meters, but if they do 100 meters, we say you need agility. You go push more for your head.
Yes, now. Brother, I don't see any religion where you person no apply common sense, no be religion, no. Because even God, even in the days of Bible, even then they apply common sense to the things that they do. So I like your question. I don't believe that money should be that tithe should come out of that money. I feel like that money is money that people should keep. You don't know when you can spend the money the way you want. Honestly, it's not my money. But I feel like it's
people supposed to use and pay rent self.
Yeah, this is money that is honestly
Go buy provisions, buy custard, buy beans.
Alright guys, let's make this more interactive. I enjoy talking to you, but at the same time I love hearing your thoughts. Do you think people should pay tithes out of their stimulus checks? So please leave a comment below.
One thing that's happening that a lot of people don't know. Yeah, I know say landlord will feed the stubby for rent. But a lot of states and a lot of counties, they've already put it out there, say they can't evict you.
Yeah.
Nobody can evict you. Bank of you can come foreclose your house during it.
Definitely. People, banks have no, people have lost jobs. A lot of people have lost jobs, and it's ridiculous. This is not even these people have lost their source of income. A lot of people have lost the source feeding their families in so many countries, in so many, not just America. This is across the world. This is a global pandemic. It's showing the division. That's what this pandemic is doing. This pandemic is doing. It's showing the division. Look at the 2 France doctors the other day that were saying that they should go and test people in Africa. You can't say things like that. Africa is not a testing lab.
Faire cette étude en Afrique où il n'y a pas de masque, pas de traitement, pas de réanimation, un peu comme c'est fait d'ailleurs pour certaines études dans le sida, où chez les prostituées, on essaye des choses parce qu'on sait qu'elles sont hautement exposées et elles ne se protègent pas. Qu'est-ce que vous en pensez ?
Alors vous avez raison, et d'ailleurs on est en train de réfléchir en parallèle à une étude en Afrique justement pour faire ce même type d'approche avec le BCG, un placebo.
Yeah, you can't. It shows how these people view us, and how they think, we don't know what is going on.
You know what shocked me?
Yeah.
Out of all European countries, right?
Yeah.
France, that country where we say the way where they colonize African nations, so that it was a rush now. All those countries, Spain, Portugal, France, the British, all of them rush. Germany said all of them rush. They collect their own colony, right? Say Nigeria, we they speak English. Waiting Benin, what they speak? Waiting they speak Benin for Benin.
Put on they speak French now.
French now.
If you don't want to reach Badagry, then this is my area. You don't want to reach Badagry there. You don't see French village. Pagam, you price French village, you see Badagry. Pagam from Badagry, you don't enter Lomé. Put on straight up, straight up. So
think I'm now. So they've already been colonized. However, their own was a little bit different from the way UK they do their own, right? UK talk say we are their colony, right? We did the outside, they their colony. But what these guys do, now say all those Algeria, Tunisia, all those countries, right? All those North Africa, French countries, right? Colonies. They carry them, say, oh, help us fight for war, help us fight for war. And as long as those ones, during that time when they be colony, right? If you move from that Algeria, come France, you be citizen of France.
They go back,
That's it. So that's why you get all these guys like Zinedine Zidane there. So Zidane from there.
Yeah, Zidane is Algerian.
Oh, there you go. So they have a history. Forget about colonization and slavery. They had a history of accepting. I don't even know if that's a good word to use, but they absorb. Unlike UK, where we say as soon as we just ring bell, back down, independent. That's what they say. Peace out.
We don't do peace out too. And that's the good thing about UK. They're not in the business of buying and selling. They don't want to be doing. And now we go get in, and now we no. They don't.
No, they break up. But the point I'm trying to make, I say, I was surprised because France. Think I'm now French soccer league now.
Their doctors are now the ones. Their doctors are now doing. They won the World Cup with African players. They won the World Cup with African players.
We don't win World Cup. That was a team.
It shows what I'm saying about the division. It shows what I'm saying. That a lot of people they hide that hatred.
Yeah.
People will come out and say, "Oh, you're from Nigeria. Oh, wow, nice to meet you." Oh, if you go to France now, I'm sure I was in Paris like 2 months ago or a month ago, and when you go there, it's crazy. When you go there, the French people, everybody say, "Oh, you're Nigerian. Oh, you speak French." Hey, they seem like nice people. I didn't have any problem out there. About maybe Italy. I've said when I was in Italy, it's a little issues with people just where you can just tell that, and this guy is a racist, man.
What's happening for Italy?
It wasn't personal. It wasn't personal, but you can tell from like experiences of Nigerians living there. When I was deployed there, when I was deployed and when I was deployed with the military, and there were times that we go into the market, we go to like Palermo, just go Sigonella, we go to those places, and then when we go, you meet Nigerians. you meet Nigerians, and I think I was in the market one day, and I saw this Nigerian lady, and she was selling things in the market, and I was like, madam, are you Nigerian? You know me, I'm like, madam, are you Nigerian? She's like, I'm a Nigerian. No, I'm like, I think she said she was from Edo State or something. True life story, bro.
Headquarters be that now. They get
like, I'm like, I'm from Edo, I was like, where am I? And I forgot she was selling all this, like all these the artifacts, all these back in the days artifacts, this jewelry. So I think I bought something from her, and I bought something from her. I think I even left that stuff in Italy. But I bought it from her, and just to support. And she was Nigerian. She was like the first Nigerian I was seeing on that deployment. This was in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I was like, when I bought the thing, I was there for a bit. I was like, madam, I would Italy now. She's like, what am I doing? I said, I did military. Oh, she said, now your own better. My own better. Crazy things, man, bro. This is way back. She was like, now your own better. She was, this country, they're not nice. So they be racist people. I swear, the man told me, this country, and yes, now we do.
I like our women in Africa.
Now now. Tell me for the markets there. This, because I felt like, honesty, and shout out to that lady. Honestly, I felt like she didn't know. She just been a mom. She saw me in the market. She didn't know what I was there for, and she was just trying to tell me like, guy, watch your back. And I could see it from how she was talking and what she was saying, that's what she meant. That this man is just saying, be careful though. She was like, what you can't do? You they stay for a year. What you? I said, no. I said, okay, be careful though. These people, they are very, So it goes, and the Thailand from the mafias back in the days, they've not been easygoing. They've not been easygoing. But I mean, shout out to them. We love everybody, but we're just saying that we need to be more united on fighting this. Now, a lot of countries are sending doctors to other countries. Now they say countries with doctors.
Out of nowhere, see Cuba. How many doctors Cuba just send? Different countries. Cuba, where everybody talks about go punish them. Cuba is a country that has been held down, trade embargoes, all kinds of things. Maybe say US will even talk say, you and Cuba they do it in. Okay, you know what? I will punish you, sir. Be like when they flog you, your junior brother on the waka. Meanwhile, you said they do everything with Tobi, they do collect your own king. So now the same way that everybody don't treat Cuba.
Yeah, now see that they carry doctors, go give it, and it's in a lot of countries. There's so many. Look at all this. Look at a lot of this, and now we are in this thing. People are claiming they are no doctors. There are no doctors. There are a lot of qualified people. There are people that are doctors. If immigration could just be a little relaxed, and people just don't, like Trump is going crazy with the whole border situation, closing border, closing immigration. There are people that they have studied doctor in different countries, that they are professionals, they are experts, they are ridiculously good. But my brother, they have not seen the inside of an hospital, not as a patient. Every time they see their doctors, but there's no way and chance for them to practice.
Upon ordinary that New York there, if the video stock says all people they drive cab, all people they do Uber, just restrict them to only cab driver. Not even call anybody any other occupation. Just say all people where they drive cab, all people where they do Uber, all people where they do DoorDash, where the doctor, men come out. We're not going to deport you. We're not going to disturb you. We'll just give you small refresher course. But you have surgeons. So John, when they say that when they learn their surgery, they don't even get equipment. The parts of Africa where they learn their surgery, now cutlass and they use no amputation for inside operating.
Blade.
And that person go survive.
Blade. They go blade like
they come up picking from
you back.
They go pour like this. Anything happen now, when person give birth now. Where they pour water like this, now raise on right, they tear the belly, they do emergency C-section. Never not even deal, there's no light. You know what I'm talking about? So this the kind of people, the resources that are here, but that immigration, that's all they have to say.
That's it.
That's something like that recently now, where they come put down out there say nurses with already day here, something like that. So they can't, they remove restriction on nurses from other countries, something like that.
Why were there restrictions on them in the first place?
Yeah,
I feel like the effect of coronavirus on Nigeria is different from everywhere else.
Mm.
If we had better resources to fight this thing,
Mm-hmm.
as in, trust me, bro, I don't think our cases will be low.
Why do you say that?
For example, now for Lagos State now, you get what I'm saying? When you look at what they're doing in terms of preparation for coronavirus, you get what I'm saying? It's something that if other states follow, they can keep their number to a minimum.
Mm.
How many cases do they have in those countries now, in Lagos State now? How many cases do they have in the other states? You get what I'm saying? Whether we like it or not, maybe it's because as they said, the virus doesn't survive too long on our eats. Maybe that's the reason, and the country is very warm. You get what I'm saying? But long story short is that we can't compare the numbers we have in Nigeria as a country to the numbers we have in other countries. We can't compare, and it's just not Nigeria, so it's all of Africa as a whole. We can't compare the number. I'm sure if they tabulate all the African countries' number together, I'm sure it's not even up to. I'm sure it's not up to the numbers of Spain and Germany combined.
Not even they close, reaching.
You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That that's what I mean by if we have a proper infrastructure, like if we've planned for, it's 2020. There's nothing wrong for us to have planned for a pandemic or say, how many people are coming into Nigeria from other countries? It's not a lot.
As much as we think that is plenty, that's only 30 December now. Go more
a lot of people now.
For March now. You could also see space day now.
Yes, now. How many people came in from China to America in maybe from when this coronavirus started?
Think now. That whole San Francisco, LA, everything now.
Yeah, so it's not. Yeah, it's not. If you're going to fly into Lagos from any country, you're probably going to fly into Lagos, or you're probably going to fly into Abuja. You get what I'm saying? So with those two airports, you can at least put
some kind of controls there.
Put an estimate, put an estimate at the numbers. Overall number. People, most people are, if people are flying out of the country, it's not a lot. But maybe they'll pick times. But normally in the summer, it's just a lot of people even travel out safe. A lot more travel out, so
that's true.
This is something that, I feel like that's also the main issue. How many international airports do we have in America? From those international airports, people are coming in every day.
This Maryland, no big. How big is Maryland? The whole of Maryland, if you carry Keja, add maybe add Mafoluku, add just the near ocean. That's all of Maryland. No big like that. It's not that big. We have BWI. If you just enter DC, you have DC, and then you have Dulles right there. 3 huge national airports within an hour and a half of each other.
And what are we talking about? We're looking at, there's one in Richmond, there's one in Philly. So it's like on every 10 minutes in America, on every hour you can get to an airport. On every hour.
Yeah.
On every hour you can
and
get
that airport is talking about. Now so flights just they come international. Boom. So I can see, and I think that's the saving grace. I think you actually touched on something that I never really thought about. The fact that, because I've heard that thing before. First they said that, say the virus maybe affect black people. That was what we heard first. Then I've also heard that one about the heat, which I'm not really sure about, because when I think about it, virus is the way they worry people now, for even in hot temperature and everything else, so I'm not really sure. But the main thing that I think you've touched on is the fact that we don't really have that level of international travel. As much as we have people that are living abroad, think now we live in Nigerians. How many times will they go Nigeria?
We don't,
Now I want to say now. Okay, and that thing I say we don't get tourism with this. Until we save us too. Think Italy now. Number of people they go Rome in a day. Number of people going to Rome in a day is more than
how many people for go Miami for go see Miami for spring break here? How many people go Miami just for spring break? So when you look at how many people just went for small spring, they don't knock. Miami don't knock the thing. Everybody in Miami don't they shout, say make people not come again. No, the coronavirus number don't they go up. Most of the people that are going to Nigeria every day and come back out is 70% predominantly Nigerian. Maybe how many Chinese people in Nigeria? How many Lebanon people? I don't reach 1 million. No country, no foreign country. They say there are people in Nigeria reach 1 million people. Reach 1 million.
I said Ghana though.
Maybe Ghana. Maybe Ghana. Ghana.
But yes, Ghana, but don't live there, stay at home.
Ghana don't live there. I
Don't live
understand.
their
Good.
home now.
I'm going to look it. I'm going to look
go back
into
to
it.
work.
Go back to work.
Go back to work.
My Ghana people.
I appreciate you, man. This was wonderful, man. I really appreciate this discussion, man. And when I think what we want to do, and to be honest with you, the main reason why I decided to bring this back was something came to my spirit, and it was kind of like, because I haven't done this show in a year.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first episode that I'm doing since almost like before election, Buhari election.
That was last year.
So I did that video around like March or April. So it's like a whole year that I haven't done Africa Today.
You haven't done anything, yeah. And this is, brother, this show is very good. Good show, good. I like the concept. It's a good show. Because as diasporans, bro, as we did like this, if we have a solid show that Africans like and the content is good, and this diaspora market, all these diaspora satellite TV, all these American cable TV, they will collect the content now. They will play them now. All they have to do is to see the numbers that Africans are watching. This is a show. This is a diasporan show. The guy that is doing it is 40p. We get studio. We don't really get a nice studio. We shoot with good quality cameras, talking about this. They will collect it now. It's good content. Even people with Nigeria, with America, we don't know what they go on for Nigeria. We need to watch news. Just talk about the news, talk about what's going on, what's happening. It's good. It's good content.
I appreciate the fact that you gave me that emotional encouragement. I want to do something else actually to say steel sharpens steel, and you've been my brother do this comedy thing since 2011. So you've always talked about a movie, and I know you did a movie in Nigeria, but I'm talking about a movie that you yourself wrote and created. Right? And now, people don't watch Netflix from beginning to end. Now, some people don't do it. We say they don't reach the back of Netflix. So we say Netflix go there and say, bros, go outside for the fresh air now. What's happening now? Any gig you don't watch today now?
Yes, now. Only you make other people watch.
And only you won't finish everything we get.
Bro, people they watch Netflix, so people they watch Netflix. I don't know. People they watch movies. People they watch 2 seasons in 2 days.
I get one of my guys. The guy don't watch Narcos English. He don't watch Narcos Spanish. Now he can't go find another show. He can't tell me about the show. Say now Uzbekistan Narcos. I said, brother, that's not Narcos. Now another thing altogether. They hear the language. The thing don't get.
You don't even get name. People never news people never. I never want to watch that one because those people say they don't get social media. The kind of things where they go to do, they get away with. By the time you watch episode 2, now you go fast. Now more than this one.
They watch this thing, right? They understand. He doesn't understand the language. There's no subtitle, but he will explain to you exactly as everything they go. Say this guy, mama, and but your mama and the person will kill and the person will want marry because she don't want make it be mother-in-law because she don't like that girl because the girl come from the bad family of the other guy. But the guy don't understand. Say when his mama young, his mama they dates that brother. Uzbekistan, you don't understand everything.
It's crazy. Honestly, but like now,
is this, right?
Yeah.
See what's happening with all this streaming media, right? People don't watch everything now. So Netflix, they don't watch everything. Amazon, they don't watch everything. Hulu, they don't watch everything. What's going to happen now is once outside open again, it's going to be extremely difficult for them to attract the same people where they pay money to them. It's going to be hard for them to engage people with the content because everybody don't watch everything. People like me, imagine when we day young now, we'll be say, Christmas time or something like your pal will go video house, go video rental, go rent video movies come.
When I don't come watch them.
When I don't watch everything finish, Baba, say if you maybe living in bondage, once you put that inside like this, you carry your mind that room, no saying get at least 30 to 35 minutes. So we say no picking go come knock for door, but then they watch. But now, after I don't watch all those movies, when I don't watch the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, it's gonna be hard to engage you. So the point I'm trying to make is all of these online media and everything, they're gonna run out of stuff and they're gonna go to the market. Yeah. So this now your time to all those your scripts so you don't work on all those things. Once outside open up, all of us day here now. Me, I day here. For me, day here. Obi day here. Mad niggas, mad amazing funny women, characters, yakpa. That studio parrot where we talk. but the number, you know, okay, so think I'm like this, right? Just for you to just think about this in your spirit. When we're together as a team, now only one camera we get. Now everybody get on their own. How many cameras we can get now?
No, plenty. See my camera for you, plenty.
Everybody get camera.
Brother.
Camera for room.
Brother, you know one thing where they shoot ridiculous cameras, we don't know. Na iPhone, no.
Capone, man, I appreciate you for coming on, man. You've been first. With family first.
African Today show is back.
Yeah.
My brother, man. No, brother. Thank you for having me. You know, you know me. I'm always at your service. But yeah, we're happy to have you back, man. Like, it's good to come on YouTube, watch African Today show, and just have a brief understanding of what's going on. You know.
I appreciate it. People will go do like, cause nobody go talk so they don't know you. You get like almost 500,000. People will say they don't know you. How can they follow you on social media?
I know, because in the comments, some people will say, we don't know him, we don't know. Please know me. You know, go on Instagram, Mama Tobi, Oluwa Kaponeski. Just type Oluwa Kaponeski. You see me. You know, I'm the guy with the green. You know how people describe me. Are you that guy that wears the African mother gilly? How do you tie it? Yeah, that's me. But yeah, man, Foxy. But guys, stay safe. Foxy, let's tell them now. Stay safe and stay. Corona is real.
I beg, show them the outside for that. You better know say you day. People see
guys,
you just day by yourself. Nobody day. Oh nah, who did that? No, that's the best thing, man. Social distance.
Yeah, social distancing, guys. We'll beat this virus together. United fights in the whole world, man. This is not just united on all fronts. This is not a time for Yoruba, this and Corona no dey ask for where you come from. You catch you don't more that. So this is time for us to be united. One Nigeria, one world, man. We'll fight this. There was a pandemic in 1918, and we're still here. So
look at that.
We'll still be here after this.
Nah, Capone, you too try, man. Anybody who they watch, man, you guys make sure you subscribe. Yes, Father, confirm. I say they talk whenever we end this show. Anything we don't die in our Voltron.
Let's go.
Enter that ginger. Let's go.
Hey.
Turn on my people, man. God bless you.